What's up, guys? You know who it is. It's your boy Kenny with JDM Muscle, and this is episode 2 of the S13 Drift Build. So today I got a couple things I'd like to do. We just got in from Injuku Racing. She can step on up here. We can check this out real quick. Lighting isn't the best, but we're gonna make with what we have. So I did purchase a bash bar for the front. My first thing is I'd like to test fit, make sure this goes on over the intercooler, make sure that we can clear the oil cooler, and then we're gonna test fit the bumper over. And then from there, we're gonna get inside, and I do need to put that trunk latch. He just has it laying in the back. I don't like that, so we are gonna drill into the side of the body. We're gonna put that on. From there, guys, it's a decision of, for the hood latch as well, he just had hanging on the ground. It's either hook that up or we're just gonna do hood latch, quick releases, make it look real race car. But I would also like to get the driver's side seat pulled out so we can fix those seat rails. So let's get started. And I hope you guys like it. So we are in the trunk. The nice thing about having a coupe like this, you know, we've got plenty of room. So this is what I'm talking about. This is a hood latch right here, or trunk latch. Just had it laying on the ground. The guy was pretty lazy, I guess. I don't know what he was doing, but it's just not the way I want it. So we're gonna drill into the side over here. That way we can put it right on the side so I can reach right in from the back and we can open this up. So we've got our drill bit. We're just gonna drill in, and then we're gonna use some self-tapping screws and just stick it in there. So hopefully this goes better than what I think it's going to. All right, guys, so I did drill into the body already. I'm gonna use some of these self-tapping screws to tap that trunk release to the car. I always use painter's tape, stick it on the car. Of course, that way you can just draw right onto it. See my circles right into. And then when you put the drill bit against it, it doesn't really wander all around on the metal. So here in a second, we're gonna put these in, and this part and this spot will be done, and we'll go on to test. All right, guys, so just using this. At first I used a 5/32 just to drill a smaller hole. Now the what am I using? 7/32 is going to be the size of that self-tapping screw. All right, guys, from here, let's just put a different head on and put these in, put the part on, and we should be done. All right, guys, so I pushed the top one in. Now let's pop the bottom one in, and then we'll tighten them down and see if it works. All right, guys, it's in, and we've got our working trunk latch. So guys, just like that, that was an easy one. Just pop on. I just used some self-tapping screws, put it right in, and then from here, let's go to the front. So you can see right there where I put the two self-tapping screws, trying to get the lighting right. I put the one right here, and then the one up there, just to make sure that this was tight when I popped the hood latch. Pretty simple, guys. That only took a couple minutes. It takes longer to end up filming than to actually do the part. So that is on. Let's go to the front, test fit that bumper and the crash bar. Guys, so now let's test fit this crash bar on. It is starting to rust in literally one day of getting it, but it hasn't been painted yet. Color is undecided what I'm gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna match red. I don't know if I'm gonna do black. Maybe I'll do something wild. I guess we'll have to see. But this does look like it's pretty easy. It did not come with any hardware. The car is set up for it. I did order it per year, so we're just gonna try to lift this up on, get it into place, and then I did grab some screws, so we're gonna test fit it. Get yours on first.
You said you have to do your side first.
So it goes on pretty easy, guys. It's gonna be tight, but it looks like we just start pushing it. I've almost got mine lined up.
Just push it.
Here, back here's out a little. Okay. All right, mine's in. All right, guys, so it's tight, so it's gonna be a little tough. So I brought a hammer. My side's on. Hers is just about. All right, that's all the way on. All right, guys, and that's it. That's just as easy as popping that on. I'll show you real quick. Unhook you and pull you down. All right, guys, there's the front crash bar on. I'll bring you down. You can see right where it slides into place. We've got one hole I need to put a bolt in, and the bottom hole, that's for both sides. So let's see if I can't pop some bolts in. Otherwise, this is gonna be the look on the car. Just enough to protect if I do bump into somebody or somebody bumps into me, enough to protect the radiator, intercooler, and of course oil cooler. I don't know if they'll actually touch headlights. I guess it'll be pretty close, but I'm gonna pop those bolts in and then we're gonna test fit the bumper. So we are going to test fit the bumper onto the car. We're gonna do it carefully so we don't beat the bumper up too much. I just gotta get it over and on. All right, guys, so you can just let it sit there. So I can tell we're already running into something. I already know what it is and why it's not lining up. It does look pretty good almost all the way on, but you can see that her side is not quite on. So I'm gonna pull it off and I'm gonna point out where I can see the bumper's hitting. So bringing the camera around, you can see that it just doesn't want to tighten up. And then her side is all the way off. And it is only because you can look down in here, you can see that the bash bar itself is hitting the inside of the bumper. So right where the bumper is molded is hitting the inside, or right on that bash bar. So we're gonna take this off and I'll show you exactly where we need to cut just to make the bumper sit flush. All right, guys, so with the bumper off the car, I'm gonna point out why the crash bar is hitting. So you can see the molding on the front. This, of course, will bring air into the intercooler, into the front of the car. I would say this is maybe 4 inches. I'm going to just cut this down to about right here, all the way around the square. So it'll shorten this down, and then we won't hit this, and we'll have clearance. So I'm just gonna get a grinder. We're gonna tape it off, and I'm just gonna go all the way around, and then the bumper should test fit. All right, guys, so you can see I have everything taped off. That's where I need to bring it down to. That should have enough clearance to clear that crash bar. So I taped it off. We've got the grinder, and let's see if we can't get this off. Yeah, just like that, guys, we've got that off. So we're gonna catch our breath, come back, and test fit it one last time. All right, guys, and like a glove, you can see that it clears just by cutting that little bit out. This is just where we were hitting right up here. As you can see, now I have clearance for the bar the whole way across. I do need to, of course, mount it on. I'm gonna get some quick disconnects for each side. That way the bumper will sit up on there flush. Otherwise, guys, it goes on. The sleepy eye is looking good. So I'd say that this is another completed project once we put on the quick connects for the body panels. So I hope that you found this pretty easy to watch and pretty easy. There wasn't a whole lot to it, just a grinder. Grinded down that fiberglass, put the bash bar on. We just need to bolt that on completely once paint. And I would say another project just about completed. All right, guys, so the next thing we do need to fix, here's the hood latch to get to the motor. I mean, we can't be working with this. You're either gonna step on it, break it, whatever it may be. It's just not gonna work for me. So let's just take the time and mount it. You know, maybe later we'll do some quick release hood, quick release for the hood. But for now, I'm just going to self-tap into the cage. I did check and make sure that I wasn't gonna mess up any requirements or anything by tapping two little, I guess, self-tapping screws into the cage. So I am going to just put two right there. I need to drill the holes first, and then we're just gonna put two self-tapping screws right into the cage right here, and then we'll be able to pull this every time to get into the trunk. So let's get started. Now, same thing, put some tape here. I put a dot for the top hole. I'm gonna drill that one in first. We're gonna self-tap the first one in there, and then we're gonna drill another hole right underneath, and that's it, guys. So let's get started. All right, guys, so first hole is drilled. Let's get to the second one. It does take a little while, probably easier with the door off, but I just don't feel like taking the door off right now, so we're just gonna keep going at it slow. All right, guys, and just like that, we're through, so let's just put this on. All right, guys, just like that. 1, 2, both self-tapping screws are in, and look at that. We have a working hood latch. Pretty simple, guys. Pretty easy fix. Something he should have just had done, but we took care of it. That is the end of episode 2 of my Nissan S13 Drift Build. These were the easy fixes. Of course, I'm trying to get the easy fixes out, the things that I have parts on already. Those are gonna be the things I complete first. So I really wanted to do simple things. Trunk latch, that was the first thing we knocked out. Boom, that's done. Hood latch, sure, it's simple, it's dumb, but if you wanna get into the hood, you've gotta do it. Third, I'm pretty happy with putting the bash bar on and fitting the bumper. You know, I didn't have planned on shaving down the front bumper, but I'm very happy that this does fit with it. That way when I do get to the track, you know, take the quick releases off, pull the bumper off, and not have to worry about messing up a front end. So guys, I hope that you're enjoying this as much as I am. Like I said, this is video 2 of the series. My idea is to do 2 or 3 simple things on each video. I don't want to make 10, 20, 30-minute videos. Everybody likes watching the sweet, simple, get right to it videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed episode 2. Stay tuned for episode 3. Otherwise, peace out, guys. And until next time, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. I'm really enjoying the feedback, and from the views that I'm getting quite quickly as soon as I release these videos, looks like you guys are enjoying it too. So maybe you have an S13 or a 240, or maybe you're still a 350Z person following the channel. But I hope that I can continue to entertain you guys, and we can keep growing as a family.